In today's video, I'm going to talk all about Poulsbo, Washington, and why locals, including myself, love living here. So stay tuned. If you're joining me again, welcome back. And if you're new here, thank you for visiting my channel. My name's abbey.childers. I'm a local real estate agent here in beautiful Kitsap County, Washington, and I like to share all about the area and some helpful tips about real estate processes for homeowners, future buyers, or future sellers. Do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you will get notified anytime I post a new video. Okay, so Poulsbo, Washington. Out of the 4 cities in Kitsap County, Poulsbo is the smallest with a population of just under 12,000 people. It is beautiful here. We have water, we have parks, we have some state parks, and we are situated on Liberty Bay, and it is lovingly referred to as Little Norway. And this is because Norwegians settled here in the late 1800s because the landscape and the opportunity for farming reminded them so much of their home. Norwegian actually remained the primary language here up until World War II, when the military started to bring more people into the area because of our naval shipyard. So although some things have changed, English is now the primary language here, a lot of that Nordic charm has remained, and that is actually the #1 reason that I'm going to talk about Poulsbo today, the Norwegian charm. As soon as you drive into Poulsbo, you're going to be greeted by Velkommen til Poulsbo signs, and it just shows we're serious about Norway and Scandinavia here, and you can feel that in every corner. So the streets downtown are lined with adorable Scandinavian-inspired architecture. There's tons of little shops. We have tourists come and visit from all over the country and world to visit our little town. We were even featured in the Smithsonian Magazine in 2020 as one of the top 10 cities in the US that feels like you're in Europe. So the best part of this little town, aside from how cute it is the community. Most, if not all of the shops downtown are owned and operated by locals. We have some great coffee shops down there like Cafe Cucina and Hot Shots, and a world famous bakery called Sly's Bakery. All of the locals and all of the tourists love Sly's Bakery. Inside, you're going to find tons of donuts. We have Viking themed donuts. There is a cinnamon roll that is called the Viking Cup. It is delicious. It's basically a cinnamon roll in cup form, and it's full of just amazing frosting. So definitely check one of those out if you come to Poulsbo. They also have some breads that they make. They make different types of pastries, cake, cupcakes. It is all amazing. It's an adorable little store, and it's not uncommon to see lines going out the door and down the street of people waiting to get their hands on some of those donuts. Downtown, you'll also find a plethora of art galleries, restaurants. There's a really delicious Italian restaurant called Sogno Divino. They have some really great focaccia. We've got small gift shops and all kinds of other local businesses. There's a couple spas. So lots of cute stuff down there, all local owned and all super friendly people that work inside the shops. So all of the shops line the main road that goes through the town. It's called Front Street. And on the other side of Front Street is a park. It's a beautiful park with green spaces. It borders Liberty Bay, so you can take a nice walk along the water. There's a marina. There's a stage. In the summer, we have concerts there, and it's just a really beautiful place to go walk your dog, take a walk yourself, grab a coffee and go for a little stroll. There's a boardwalk actually that goes all the way down. It borders the water past the park, and it leads you to a secret little playground, which is super cool if you have kids. So downtown is great. The people that work and own the shops down there are great, and this ties into my next topic, which is the community. The sense of community in Poulsbo is strong. We have tons of community events that are put on throughout the year. We have our Viking Fest, which pays homage to the Scandinavian heritage, and it includes a parade through downtown. There's tons of booths set up everywhere with local vendors and food vendors, and there's even some fair type rides set up during that time. So you can take your kids down there, go ride the rides, grab some delicious snacks, and shop local goods. So along with Viking Fest, we have other annual festivals such as an arts festival. There are tons of smaller events going on all over Poulsbo throughout the year. Businesses host events. We have some mom groups. We have Poulsbo Park and Rec, which hosts sports for kids. There's different types of classes you can take as an adult or as a kid. So there's always something to be found to do in the community. In the summer months, on Saturdays from like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we have the Poulsbo Farmers Market, which I love. I think everybody loves that. You can go down there. There's usually somebody playing some live music. There's local fresh produce from the farms surrounding our area. There are other types of crafts and small businesses. Sometimes they'll have a kids booth where you can do a little craft with your kiddo. And that is really a fun place to just go hang out, get some fresh local food, and enjoy the weather outside, because the weather is beautiful here in the summertime. And we soak it up as much as we can, because during the winter, it can be a little gloomy. So the next reason that I love Poulsbo, and many people that come here love Poulsbo, is the landscape. Similar to pretty much all of Kitsap County and a lot of the Pacific Northwest, we have a variety of different landscapes, and they're all beautiful. So we have, like I said, the water down in Liberty Bay. You can see mountains. We've got lots of trees. It's very green and very fresh feeling. I don't know if you've ever been for a walk just after it rained in an area in the Pacific Northwest, but there's nothing quite like just this fresh, clean, earthy smell in the air. That might sound weird, but that is really something that I love. We have quite a few parks in Poulsbo, so this is very popular for people to go exercise. Obviously, parents to bring their kids to play, and we have sports groups that gather there to play their, have their practices and games. It's common for people to host parties at the parks, birthday parties, anniversary parties, whatever, just general fun barbecue. People here really love being outdoors, so we take advantage of all the parks we have. There is Rab Park that is just off of 305, and it has a skate park with ramps. It has basketball courts. It has two small playgrounds for kids, one for the littler ones and one that's good for maybe like 7 and up. And it also has a big green space with a trail around it, so you can walk around the trail, look at the landscape. There is a small community farm where you can rent garden beds and grow fruits and veggies in there. So that's really beautiful. Some people grow flowers in there in the summer months. When you walk by, there's just tons of food and flowers growing, and it's really cool to see. There is also a dog park and sand volleyball court in that park. So Rab Park is definitely one of my favorite places to go with my kids and my family in the warmer months. Along with Rab Park, another one of my favorite parks is Fish Park, which is really more of a green space and walking trails. There are about 3 miles of trails. It's got some wetlands. There's a really cool fish statue made out of driftwood. It's a great place to take your dogs for a walk, take your kids for a walk. It's mostly flat. I mean, there's a few hills, but it's really nothing major. Even little toddlers can do most of those walks. And the last park I'm going to mention in this video is also another one of my favorites. It's actually a state park. It's called Kitsap Memorial State Park. It is on the water. It also has campsites. It has cute little cabins that you can rent out to camp if, tent camping's not really your style. There's a beautiful playground for kids. There are some more walking trails around there. And our favorite thing to do is walk down to the beach. So you walk down a big dirt hill, which can be a little steep, so use caution. And it takes you right down onto the beach. And when the tide is out, my kids and I like to look around at all of the little sea critters. There's little crabs running around everywhere, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be outside here in the warmer months, and really anytime that there's a break in the rain, everybody here is just getting outside. So my final reason today to love Poulsbo, Washington is the ease of travel and just the proximity to anything you can think of. We are just a short drive away from major highways 3 and 305. So that means it's easy access to get from 305 to Bainbridge Island, where you can hop on a ferry and be in Seattle in just about 30 minutes. Or you can take 305 north, hop on the 3 and head south towards Silverdale, Bremerton, Gig Harbor, and Tacoma. So it's very easy for travel, and it doesn't feel like a big city. So it doesn't necessarily feel here like you are in the middle of a big city, but it also doesn't feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. If you live in Poulsbo, there are 3 ferries that are within a 30-minute drive. So you can head into Kingston, and there is the Kingston ferry that takes you to Edmonds, which is north of Seattle, or you can head to Bainbridge Island, which is about another 20-minute drive from Poulsbo, and you can hop on that ferry and go straight to Seattle, 30-minute ferry ride. Or you can also drive out to Bremerton, which is probably another 25 minutes, and that ferry also takes you straight to Seattle. So there's lots of opportunity to get wherever you want to go in our state or just around the Kitsap Peninsula. Many people that live in Poulsbo utilize the ferry systems to commute because we do have significantly lower cost of living than Seattle does. So a lot of people will have a career over across the water in Seattle and just use the ferries to commute back and forth and use that higher income from working in Seattle to live a nice, comfortable life over here in Kitsap. So overall, Poulsbo is just a wonderful place to live and visit. If you like being outdoors, you like community events, or you want a quiet life, it really has it all here, and easy access to the more busy parts of the county and the state are just a short drive or a short ferry ride away. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you learned something about Poulsbo. If there's any questions that you have about Poulsbo that I didn't answer, leave a comment below and I will definitely get you an answer to that. I would like to start making videos about other cities and towns in our area. So if there's one that you are particularly interested in and you want to know more about, just drop that in the comments as well, and I will take care of it for you. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I am a real estate agent working in this area. So if you have any interest in joining us in Kitsap County or want to know more about the real estate market here, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I will put all of my contact info in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you. Do me a favor, if you haven't done it already, like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you will get to see my video and so that more people like you who are interested in our area will find my page. I hope you have a great day and I will see you in the next video.